Alrighty, this is Pat's piano playing, and I am gonna play today at Los Altos. So let's go explore before we begin. Now I'm using a new camera, and we're gonna be exploring this place for a little bit. We're gonna be walking around through the place. It is a city that I used to go to last year to perform in one of these blocks. But for now, we're just gonna see how the streets look like. And one of the reasons why I chose this city is because it's small and quiet. So we're just gonna be going through the streets. I'll show you where I actually going to be performing in an hour or two. And we're just gonna be going through the blocks over here. So let's just see how it looks like for now. This is the location where I will be coming back to perform, and it's right next to a, well, it's kind of like a sword fighting store. I don't know how to call it, but we're gonna keep moving forward. Alright, so for those that you don't know who I am, my name is Patrick Hernandez, and I am a street performer. I've been playing in the streets since 2022, although I've never really made any content. It's kind of nerve-wracking, to be honest. I'm a very shy person, and I started doing it since I lost my Uber job. So a long time ago, I used to be a Uber driver. Wait, hold on, there it is. I used to be an Uber driver, and I liked it. It was quick cash. It was pretty fun. It was a lot of driving around, and one of the aspects that I really like about it is that I could talk to a lot of people, talk about my experiences in music and everything. Blech. But my Uber job ended, and I knew I had to make some cash. I had to make some money. So instead of getting a regular job, I started thinking about street performing because I knew that my playing was pretty good. So I just started doing it, but I was nervous about it first. I had a buddy with me who helped me take my things with me, and well, let me give you some context. I live in San Jose, but I live right next to Campbell, and in Campbell it's a nice upbeat kind of city. It's pretty small, but I knew that people would enjoy my playing. My style of music would be kind of like the dark, gloomy, classical, kind of 19th century Chopin nocturne kind of vibes, and that's what I really like. I can improvise for hours. So what I'm gonna be doing from then on is what I'm doing now. I don't know what I'm saying, to be honest. This is my first time, and for those who you don't know, this is my first time actually making public content right here. And we're just going around and around. And so this is the vibes that we're looking at. And there's gonna be some good restaurants around here. Maybe I'll stop by one of these restaurants and ask them about how their business is going, what are the different challenges throughout the year. But this is pretty much it. It's 2-3 blocks. It's not that crazy, and it's really quiet. That's what I like about this place, that it's really quiet, and it gives me a chance to play for a little while without having a lot of noise being out there, because I don't really play music to have all eyes on me. I really like just the atmosphere, music out there. And that's pretty much what I do more than anything. But it is kind of nerve-wracking. Well, I'm gonna turn the camera around so you guys can see what I am looking at. And right now it's not that busy, to be honest. just give some tips on how to street perform or how does that go about. So you always want to find a good city that has a moderate traffic kind of people. Depending what kind of music you play, you really have to be aware of the kind of people that live in the city if you want to play a successful night. And what does that mean? A successful night means to make the most money, because that's what it all comes down to. You have to make money. But there are, let me see if I can give you some points on what you're looking to do when you do street perform, because there are several things. First of all, you want to make some money. You want to be able to have people come up to you and throw cash to you in your little bucket. You want to have a little bucket, and you do want to start off with that. Now, there are several things you can do. You can either play songs that people can already know, songs that people can recognize. Now, that's a hard thing to do, because if you do that, that means that you have to learn several songs. And if you learn several songs, it's going to take more time for you to learn them, master them, because when you are actually in real time in public, it's inevitable that you're going to be nervous. And when you get nervous, you're more likely to F up. And if you F up, you are not going to attract any kind of people that are going to be appreciating your music. My strategy, and this would be a tip that I would give to people, is to learn how to improvise. If you learn how to improvise, that means you can play for hours. You can play anything. And if I was to make that, let me think here. A very special tip that I can give is to learn how to improvise well. Because if you improvise well, you can play endlessly for hours. It may be repetitive, but at the same time, you're also forcing yourself to play in real time. You have to think quick in your feet. You have to be able to be relaxed. And if you don't know a song or anything like that, that's even better, because that way you don't have to worry about playing an incorrect note or anything. If you mess up, then you turn it around and then you start playing a different thing, like a different melody or something like that. It really helps you out as a musician if you do that. So that's my key takeaway on what to play when you're in a performing environment, when you are street performing. This is my first time doing this, so I will show you what that looks like in just a bit. But I'm gonna end this video right here, and then I'm gonna walk through and make more little videos like this, maybe for like 10 more minutes. All right, see you in a second.